Hello, hello. So how many people do we have playing the game? That works. Now, player 1, let me know your name. Just type it in. All right, player 2, we need your name next.
45 seconds.
Thanks. Player 3, start typing. Okie dokie, have a look around and choose an episode. And to get to your favorites you've saved, hit the letter F. Could you pick it?
30 seconds.
Player 1, you've got the letter Q as your buzzer. Q, as in quarters. Player 2, you have the letter B, as in buck naked. And player 3, your buzzer is the letter P, as in placebo.
20 seconds.
20 seconds? Okay, listen, people flub this all the time. I don't know why. When a question comes up, if you want it, buzz in first. Then hit 1, 2, 3, or 4 to pick an answer. That's it. Got it? Aloha!
It's time for the show where high culture and pop culture collide.
Well, hi there. Welcome to our Trivia with Bleach Alternative episode. You know, a lot of other trivia games would just offer you Bleach, but not us. Nope, we're hip enough to go for Bleach Alternative. Oh, and if it's fabric softener trivia you're looking for, well then you just better get your soft, fabric-loving self out of here. First thing, I gotta give you some screws. Okay, word on the screws. If you get to a question that you know your neighbor doesn't have the answer to, show no mercy. Buzz in, hit the S key, and screw them. Believe me, it's fun. Okay, take your seat. The show is about to start. Category time, player 2. And our special guest tonight, on the 8th day, God made Judy bloom. I'm gonna give away $3,000 this time. Heads up, here it comes. In Are You There, God? It's me, Margaret. Margaret asks God why she hasn't gotten her period. If God answers her as he answered Job in the Bible, what will he say?
Get out of my garden. Who are you to ask me anything? Eat only unleavened bread.
Or,
Because you've been masturbating.
it's all you, player 3. Player 3, who's getting the pointy end? Player 1, you're screwed. Give me an answer. God doesn't have much sympathy for Job. He tells Job that humans can't possibly understand what he goes through.
Being God is hard.
So what?
Well, then you can't be in the club anymore.
So, you're mean. Who wants to be in your stupid club?
I take it back. Be my friend.
Hey, player 3, when you can't successfully screw someone else, you screw yourself. Player 1, tell me what's next. This one's called Sex Pays. You get this one, you pocket $2,000. Let's see how you handle this one. Where can you purchase something with a dong? Vietnam, Zimbabwe, Chile, or China? Player 2, go! The Vietnamese unit of currency is the dong. I just hope they practice safe shopping. Player 2, take your pick. The category is, I've come to suck your flood. Let's see what you'll do for $1,000. Put it in gear, because here we go. Considering which organ is responsible for cleaning the blood, what would a vampire use instead of a Brita filter? A heart, a kidney, a stomach, or a pancreas? It's all yours, player 1. Blood is purified by the kidneys, so any health-conscious vampire would want one connected to his drinking supply.
Are you tired of impurities in the blood you suck? Well, no more. Just attach a kidney to your victim's throat and... pure and delicious. Mwah.
Let's have a category, player 1. All right, players 2 and 3, get yourself all comfy because it's time for some special programming with player 1 called This or Dat. This This or Dat's category name is the Splatter Effect. Okay, smarty pants, I'm going to read off 7 names, and for each one, I want you to tell me if it's a famous artist or a movie monster. Arrgh. Now, as each one comes up, if it's an artist, press 1. If it's a movie monster, press 2. And press 4 if you want to skip it. For each right answer, you get $500. And you lose $500 for a wrong answer or one you don't get to. All right, I'm putting 30 seconds on the clock. Let's dance. Ghidra, artist or movie monster? Manet. Rodan. Rodan. Mothra. Goya. Last one, Man Ray. That'll do it. All right, so you dropped a couple. I've seen worse. Let's look at your score. And now back to our regularly scheduled program. How about it, player 3 category? For your enjoyment, add a few degrees for crispier Kevin Bacon. $3,000 for this one. Okay, everybody in the freaking universe knows about 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon, but here's the fun. According to people who believe in the Baconian theory, where would playing 6 degrees of Francis Bacon always lead you, huh? Back to God, back to Peter Frampton, back to Albert Einstein, or back to William Shakespeare. Player 3, have at it. Those folk who subscribe to the Baconian theory believe that Francis Bacon wrote all of Shakespeare's plays. And, in case you're wondering, Kevin Bacon was in JFK with Jack Lemmon, who I think was in the original 1596 production of Hamlet. It's all you, player 3. What do you want? For your viewing pleasure, this spud's a dud. $2,000 for a correct answer. Oh, man. I hate to be the one to tell you this, but this is so tough. They found Mr. Potato Head murdered. I know. And somebody did a real job on him. Here, listen to the 911 call from the person who found him. Oh, God, they must have skinned him first and then chopped him up into all these little slices before pouring milk over him and throwing him in the oven. There's paprika everywhere. That's horrible. Okay, what's the cause of death? He's been mashed. He's been French fried. He's been double baked, or he's been scalloped. Player 1. Player 1, who do you want to screw? Player 2, you gotta answer it.
Dude, man, you're double baked.
Player 1, player 3, you want it? Survey says... Some prevert has scalloped your favorite childhood toy. And, oh, this is so hard to say. Strawberry shortcake was in the next room, and it was awful. Her lungs were filled with cream. It'd make me shudder if it didn't make my stomach growl so. What do you want to do, player 3? Let's have a big warm welcome for synonym rolls. You get it right, I'm putting you up $2,000. Hey dude, you know how like on the SAT and all those stupid tests, they ask you about synonyms? You know, like what word means the same thing as embellish or ascertain. That's right, synonyms. Anyway, listen up and keep your eyes on your own paper. You should always prepare for the SAT so you can get into a good college. The problem is that you kids today have so much apathy, so much lethargy, so much... Oh, what's that word I'm looking for? Tumult, fervor, torpor, or woe? Player 3, have at it. Torpor means apathy, lethargy, and probably a bunch of other words I don't feel like looking up right now. But that's okay. All that stored up laziness will come in handy when you land that cushy security guard gig at the mall after graduation. Talk to me, player 3. Here we have North by North Dakota. How does $4,000 grab you? Get the wax out of your ears. It's question time. Suppose you think the pacing of the movie Fargo is very slow. How could you describe the film in musical terms? Bargo Fargo, Argo Fargo, Largo Fargo, or Margot Kidder? Player 3, do it! In fancy music speak, Largo means very slow, broad tempo. A very slow, broad tempo. I had one of those cars once. Player 3, pick a category. Well, very nice picking. Get ready to play a When Did Happen? All right, I'm going to show you an event like this. Man first walks on the moon. Then I'm going to list off 7 other events like this one. All you got to do for each one is tell me whether it happened before or after man first walked on the moon, or if it never happened at all. Buzz in when the correct answer is lit, you'll get $1,000. But be careful, if you buzz in when the incorrect answer is lit, you lose $1,000 each time you're wrong. Hope you got all that. Let's do it. The name of this When Did Happen is It's Quite Atrocious. Yeah, sure, everybody loves big words, right? But big words are evil because they're hard to spell. You know, like that Mary Poppins word. Oh, speaking of which, here's your main point thingy. The letter X in supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Does this appear before the letter X, after it, or does it never appear at all? Alright, let's see how it turned out. Not too shabby, player 1. Let's take a look at the scores now. Player 3 hangs on to the lead. Okay, now, where were we? Player 1, why don't you give me a category? Let's take a look at math. I got $2,000, says you don't know this one. Here's the question. If MASH were a mathematical equation, how else could you write it? And I'm going to guess that reading all these would require a little bit more effort than I'm willing to put out right now, so just pick one. Player 2, both asterisks and parentheses indicate multiplication in mathematical functions. And if you take the number of stars of MASH and multiply it by their current hit shows and movies, you get, well, not a lot of anything, really. Your call, player 2. All right, give it up for dimples on the top of my head. 4K coming your way for a right answer. You know, I don't want to brag or anything, but some women say that my bald head is smoother than a baby's bottom. That's a compliment, right? Which of these products might I rub into my scalp if I want to keep it as smooth as a baby's bottom? Desitin, Monistat, Binaca, or Denorex? Player 1! Do you like cherry? Here you go. Pucker up. Player 2, player 3, who wants it? It's all you, player 3. Desitin is used on a baby's bottom, so it ought to keep my bare pate nice and smooth for those more intimate encounters. And I just love having Desitin rubbed on my head. The diaper I can do without. Player 3, your category. open wide and get ready for shooting baskets with the big guy in the sky. If you know this one, you're getting 4,000 bucks. So, Lou Alcindor changed his name to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar when he became a Muslim, right? So, tell me this. Suppose Kareem encountered God on the basketball court. If he followed the meaning of the word Islam, what would Kareem do? Surrender and give God the rebound. Score a three-pointer for the glory of God. Guard God or give God eternity on the shot clock. Take a shot. Player 2, who's going to get the screw? Player 3, you're getting screwed right in front of me. What are you going to do? Literally, Islam means surrender, so Kareem would let God get the rebound. But if God starts throwing elbows around, that's it. He's going down, supreme being or not. Nice work, player 2. Looks like you're getting screwed. Let's see how you handle the hardware. Player 3, time to make a choice. This category is known as sitting on the dock of the barber's chair. I'll give you 4,000 clams for this bad boy. Oh, you are not gonna believe what I got my hands on through eBay the other day. A piece of hair from when Michael Bolton chopped his golden tresses. Isn't that amazing? I can hardly contain myself. Anyway, suppose I want to put Michael Bolton's... Okay, thank you. Shorn lock in a special place. If I take a little box and turn it into a shrine for the golden strand, what have I made? A covenant, a reliquary, a sutra, or a Kabbalah? Relics are personal items like hair and clothing of important people. You put them in decorated containers called reliquaries. I also made a small little special bottle that holds the shampoo I use to clean the precious fiber, and I condition it on the weekends. Player 1, your choice. Today's specialties include dead presidents, try party presidents. 4,000 big ones for a right answer here. Hey, when you're in politics, there's a lot of pressure to toe the party line. And don't think that pressure stops after you die. Oh, no. Why, imagine all the dead presidents in the great Oval Office in the sky are party line dancing. If they only dance with members of their own party who will not join the Republicans in the tush push. Dwight D. Eisenhower, Abraham Lincoln, Woodrow Wilson, or Herbert Hoover. Player 3, do it. Our 28th president, our #1 dancer, a party line Democrat, and my close personal friend, Woodrow Wilson. But let me tell you, when it's getting late, the lights are low, and the booze has been flowing, those party lines become a little blurry. Trust me.
Welcome to the Jack Attack. When you see two words on the screen that match, hit your buzzer. If you're right, I'll give you 2,000 bucks. If you're wrong, you're going down 2,000. But don't forget, remember the clue. Not any old word's gonna do it. It's gotta be a match that fits this clue.
What a mother. I bet this one's gonna be a real mother.
Schmitty, were you about to curse?
No, mother, I wasn't. I hate her. This is going to make your mothers really happy, and I know what makes your mothers happy. Let's look at the scores. That's win for player 3. Very nice job, player 3. Players 1 and 2, if it weren't for you, we'd be off this damn island, and I wouldn't have to say,
You don't know Jack!
Son, where
Oh,
did you learn
joy!
about
Oh,
that?
rapture!
I learned
Thrills!
it from
Happy
you,
day!
Dad.
What a precious
Oh.
moment this is with all of you on the high scoreboard. Did I mention I'm
Masturbate.
impressed?
It
Oh, well, a
feels
little, yeah,
good.
actually. Tell me if
Heard
you
it
want to
on the
play
phone,
again.
now hear it on your CD. For a limited
So
time
if you want
only,
to save
can
this
have the
episode in
best
your
of
little
on
black
hold
book as a
uncompact
favorite,
discs.
just
Classic
hit
hits and
F.
Such favorites as The Gas Company,